Hey there, welcome to episode 4 of the Madness Retaliation 2 rebuild. Today we're going to be stepping out of Unity IDE and stepping into some 3D asset creation. I've gone to Assets, I've created a folder called Blender. Now let's go Blender. You want a new file, General, select everything, hit X, delete that. I'm going to add a sphere. I don't want it to be too complicated. Knock it down like that. Radius is 1 meter. Scale it down 0.5. Okay, that's going to be the head. Rename it. Head. Let's duplicate. And then this is going to be the body. Alright. Let's take our head. Tab, edit mode. We want it to be somewhere around here. Body. We need to be able to toggle X-ray. Let's delete all these vertices. Now maybe here. Too much. Undo, undo. Here, there you go. I'm going to take this level, scale it. Level. Just a little bit. And everything gets scaled on E. Scale this on Shift C. Up. Now, a little more scaling on D. BY. BY. Y. Y. Okay, that's roughly the shape that I want. Make this smooth. Shade smooth. Shade smooth, please. Thank you. I want grab a cube and call this hand front. Scale it down 0.5. I just realized that I moved my head so that the local okay, I did not actually move the origin. Move this. Head origin should be around the neck area. Tab out to object. Move the entire object. Place it. Alright, better. This is the hand front. For now, you want to keep it simple. Hide the body and the head. So, let's think about this for just a second. Alright, so I want the palm. I want the palm to be roughly half the hand's back, the finger. Down here, get a thumb. Then I'm just gonna freehand scale it. Okay, that's what it looks like. Separate out so that track this. Gonna delete these faces. I'm gonna fill that out. Alright, cool. Let's just make the side view now. I'm dumb. We should prioritize finger. And then these are technically the remaining fingers. Right? Is fine for now. It reads the hand to me. And then the finger on a trigger. Alright, great. Then here. And we're going to scale everything on the X space, pattern. And inside of the hand, we're edge. Sorry, up. This would be the bigger finger. Alright, then move this. Alright, this looks like somebody's doing finger gun. Okay, get this smooth. Then show the body, show the hand front. Move you. Well, first we're going to move the geometry. We want. How do you want this? Most of Madness motions will be around the wrist area. So let's move this over to the wrist. Center somewhere here. Then our pivot also want it on the inside wrist. Sense? Alright, and then we're going to move the entire object over here. Any of you who've played Madness 1 will know that I kind of keep the hand back. Okay, let's rotate a little bit. Do this manually. Any of you who have played Madness 1 know that I keep the hand back. The reason for that is so that you can see more of the gun, but it's not pointed outward. Right, so that's the hand front. We're going to, let's duplicate this object. All this hand back. I do want the floor. Anyway, let's go back to what we were doing. Hand back. Okay. I'm going to add a modifier. You know what? I don't need to. I just need to go into hand back. SX negative would flip it. There you go. Okay, so backhand. Quickly, I have it pointed down. Scale you just, and then this, typically this finger. I mean, it has a trigger finger, it just doesn't have the finger on. Okay, and then in space, on right about there. Adjust this a little bit. Character is a little punch. Skinnier. Okay, that's roughly. Turn X-ray off. That looks a little funny. And then let's add simple cube. I'm gonna call this oof in edit mode. Okay, outside. Adding simple cube. We'll call this foot front. Put down. Let's do 0.2. Go back to X-ray mode. This is going to be the front foot. Raise. Let's do. That's the heel. Extrude. That's the middle of the shoe. Okay. That's our shoe. I'm going to scale this along the X. Like that. Yes. I think we also want to scale this. Right? Scale the entire top. Move this down a little. Move that up a little. Point that. So make sure this entire thing is smooth. And I think we're done. That's a shoe. In terms of first our origin, don't really want it there. We want it at the ankle, right? Okay. We want our first foot, our front foot, over here, like this. Bit of a twist. Yeah, because in the original game, it almost like faces. This guy's got big feet. Okay. Then let's duplicate. So this is going to be foot, back. Give it a rotate. So if I'm looking sideways. Okay. This needs to scale along. Alright. Now we're gonna save this. Okay, so we're in the Madness Retaliation 2 rebuild folder. Assets, Blender. We're gonna call this pawn.blend. Save it. I think that's saved. Let's go into Unity. Alright, this is our Unity project. Let's create a new scene. Create scene. Call this staging. Place where we will test things out before we slap them into game. Show our plane. Show the grid. Our pawn. We just built. Drop it in. Looks good. We have some materials already pre-made, so let's do pawn head, pawn body, pawn hand, other hand, foot, foot. Good. I'm noticing that this one looks like it's hollowed out. Yeah, because we did a invert without recalculating the normal. So let's go back to Blender. Click this. I think it's Shift N. Recalculate normals. Okay. Save that. And go back to Unity. Update now. Alright, great. Okay, we got our dude. I just noticed that the body is very dark. Let's do pawn body. Normally, this is lighter gray, especially for the grunts. Now you don't notice it a lot on the main characters because they're wearing clothes, but that's what a grunt should do. Alright, so this is our pawn. This is the file. I don't want to edit this. So I'm gonna create a prefab for this. Create a folder. We'll call this I'm just gonna call it pawn for now. I think I'll probably rename this down the line. I like to create a prefab. Alright. So that it's clear, we'll call this 3D pawn. Okay. Go here. This is our Blender pawn. We're gonna work this into the pawn prefab. In the pawn prefab, we have pawn model. Model has all the stuff in it that we want to replace. We're gonna use variant. We're gonna spin you around 180. And then all this stuff. Might keep the holster. All this stuff hidden. Now, right, I'm gonna go back up level. I'm gonna hide this for now. I want to see everything. Switch to isometric. Okay. I'm actually gonna delete this. We don't need it. Okay, so this is the pawn model. I'm gonna create an empty. I'm gonna call this. Take all this stuff. I'm gonna show this again. I want to adjust this. That the head is right. This. The butt stick. Whatever. We'll fix that later. Holster. Yes. Be in the back. Okay. So now that we've updated the pawn model, we should update script. So, and right. Oh, don't want to be. Alright. So here's the pawn script. Hand right should instead be hand front. Holster is still the holster. Okay. Now that we've updated pawn, let's go back to our samples. We're back in our scene. I'm gonna hit play. Last thing we were doing is equipping weapons and armor. No, just weapons. So let's give this guy a pistol. Alright, it looks dumb. Remove that pistol, give him a sword. That's not so bad. What's happening when I give him a pistol? Is it pointed the wrong way? It is absolutely pointing the wrong way. So inner pawn. So there's two ways to go about this. Is rotate the object that we're working with in Blender, or I can just create a transform inside of Unity that will determine where the hand placement is. I'm going to take the hand front, edit this variant. I'm going to create a 3D object and scale it and move it to the position of the hand. Right there. Roughly. We'll call this weapon anchor. Hide the mesh, remove the box glider. Go back to the pawn prefab. Instead of referencing hand front, I'm going to use the weapon anchor. So let's take the weapon anchor. Fill you back. One. This axis is pointing all the way backwards. If we rotate you around the Y, he is facing mostly to plus 90 degrees. Yes? No? Why am I screwing this up so much? Up an angle. A little more. There you go. Boy, that was an ordeal. So this is the hand front. Children of prefab cannot be. Open the prefab and the prefab. We're gonna put this in the hand front. Save it. Get out. Okay, the pistol is in. I think it's clipping a little bit, but right now I'm not at the point of caring. Alright, so that's a pistol in. Move the pistol, give you a sword. Great. Excellent. Oh boy. All aboard the struggle bus. Whew, that really fried my brain a little bit. Sometimes Unity and Blender don't play the best together because they use different axes setups. In Blender, Z is up. In Unity, Y is up. I am now coming to the realization that I probably should have changed some settings. I may do that behind the scenes, but you know, for now, I think this is good enough for an episode. I'm gonna do some more today, but I'm gonna take a short break because my brain really got fried. I'll be back with another episode where, number one, we're gonna put in some textures. Number two, we're gonna model some gear because that's fun. Alright, see you guys in the next episode. As usual, like and subscribe, and whatever you do, just stick around, watch me make stuff. Thanks, bye.